It's funny how I just did a video about this last night. The last video I did was about physical games and going forward with collecting them. And just this morning, 8 o'clock on X, I'll have the link down in the description, you can check it out. PlayStation comes out with 2 press conferences or press releases, I guess, saying that they're going to be getting rid of physical games starting 2028 based on economic numbers and actually the demand that the consumer wants. Most consumers buy digital, so they feel like it's good for them to just get rid of physical games starting 2028, and that kind of aligns with the PlayStation 6. So the PS6 may not have any physical games coming out for that console, which, like I said, it aligns with exactly what I was saying when it comes to me actually collecting games for the PS6. If they was going to do anything physical, I was not going to buy any physical games anyway. I'm going to explain that again in this video. But before I get to that, the PlayStation 3 store is closing, and they got 3 different dates that they're going to close. So wherever region that you live in, you may need to pay attention to that press release and or what I'm about to say. In Mexico, Honduras, Nicaragua, August 2026, the PlayStation 3 store is going to be gone. It's going to be gone in August 2026. So that is 1 month from the time of this recording. It's going to be out of here. Latin America, the Middle East is going to be late 2026. So that's later on this year that the store is going to be gone. So I'm guessing around, let's say November, I would guess that's probably when they're going to shut it down. Maybe late December. They're probably going to shut the PS3, PS Vita store down. And for everywhere else, July 2027 is when they're going to be shutting down the PS3 store. So you basically got 1 year, if you live in the States, to get whatever PS3 game that you want from the store and go ahead and purchase it and have it on your console. Now, for me, there is 1 game, maybe even 2 games that I know that I want to get for the PlayStation store. House of the Dead 4, I need to get that because I don't even know if that's even available anywhere else. If it is, somebody please let me know. But I know House of the Dead 4 is one of those games that I want to get. And I think it's a Hot Shots golf game that has Kratos as a DLC character. That you cannot purchase that DLC character anywhere else but to buy that full game. I do have the physical copy of that game, but to get Kratos as a character on the Hot Shots golf game, you have to buy that version at this point because the DLC is not available for that game. It's like a complete edition that you get all the DLC. So yeah, those are the 2 games I know for certain that I need to get off the PlayStation 3 store at this point. They threatened to shut down the PS3 store at some time, and I ended up getting pretty much every game that I wanted at that time. But then I went back and looked. I do see where that House of the Dead 4 is one of those games that I really need to get. And like I said, the Hot Shots golf game, I mean, that's just for the DLC. I have the actual game, but the complete edition is still on PS3. There are a few games that are probably still out there. I'm going to look into see what other games that are out there that I may want at the end of the day, because there are some games on the Japanese store that I can get as well. And yeah, I want to try to get that by July 2027. Plenty of time for that. Now, as far as the physical games go, look, I already said that I've done my due diligence. I've done what I needed to do, in my opinion, to collect as many games that I want. And I don't see myself continuing my inventory or stack up more of my inventory with the next generation consoles. The PS6 Project Helix, if they decide to come out with physical games, I already said that I'm not going to buy them. So I'm not too disappointed. Well, I'm gonna say I am disappointed, but I'm not surprised that this is the case because I kind of read the tea leaves when GTA 6 came out. I kind of know what was really announced. I knew that was going to be somewhat of a situation where whatever that game do, other places will follow. And you got, a year and a half until this is going to be a thing. So whatever games you want to get on the PS5, they're still going to be out there. But just think about it, 2028, that's where, it's probably going to stop. And I think, like I said, it aligns with the release of the PS6. So I don't expect the PS6 itself to have physical games that you can put into that console. And you also have to understand, like nowadays, with the way pricing is with these games or whatever, it's probably best for them to just not have a disk drive because of the price of hardware now. So that could be a factor into it as well. Well, we're looking at where consoles are so expensive, they're probably just going to cut the disk drive out altogether so it'll cut costs. So that is another thing to be, considerate about or think about. And I know like places like doesitplay.org, places like that love physical games, I get it. I totally understand. I'm there with you. I've been collecting games, oh my God, since like the 90s. I've been doing it for a very long time. Like I said, I ain't gonna say the 90s, at least for 20, 25 years, probably like since 2000. I've been getting these games, and I know what it's like. But at some point, I felt like it's time for me to stop. Now, do I think PlayStation should stop? No, but I kind of get what they're saying, because I think digital outsells like 8-1 or something like that. It's a crazy number. Like, more people buy digital games, and it is what it is at the end of the day. All in all, I do understand the physical games from the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure Xbox is going to follow suit. I don't know what Nintendo's going to do. I think Nintendo's going to be that last thing. They're going to be that last company that hold off. But then again, they're pretty anti-consumer when it comes to piracy and stuff. Which preservation. I ain't gonna say piracy. I say preservation. They're pretty stickler about that. So I would not be surprised if any of these companies just say forget it. They're out, and it is what it is. So it's really disappointing, because I know that everybody that is under that doesn't play mantra, people love physical, they're physical forever. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you all the way. But with my inventory personally, I wasn't gonna buy any PS6 games physical anyway. I got too many games. I still got games on the PS5 I want to pick up. I still got games on the PS4 I want to pick up. I got games from all the other 20 plus, 30 plus consoles I have that I want to pick games up for, and I'm not going to add the next console to that inventory. It's just going to be digital, and I'm okay with that. But it does suck. Don't get me wrong. It sucks. It absolutely sucks, because ownership is real. Preservation is real, and at the end of the day, you gotta find a way to get around this. You're just gonna have to. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. If I was really that concerned, I probably wouldn't buy any games from the PlayStation 6. But that sounds kind of absurd, especially if you want to play a game. But I don't know. Shout out to GOG, man. GOG, you could buy digital, and it's yours to keep no matter what. And I wish all companies did that. They had that format. That'd be great. But, no, GOG is special for a reason, right? But nevertheless, I'm going to get up out of here. Once again, no physical for PlayStation games after 2028. January 2028, the PS3 store is closing. I'm more concerned about that, the PS3 store closing, because there's some games that are on there that are probably going to be going away completely. And that's going to suck. But yeah, nevertheless, all the links are down in the description, so you can check out anything that I just said. Give me your thoughts and opinions. I'm going to get up out of here. You see me, I'm sweating because I don't have the truck on. And I got to get back on this road. All right, y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Peace.